Business Continuity Management, or BCM, ensures that services are still able to run when there are unforeseen natural disasters, IT, and communication disasters that may disrupt the provision of services.
Banking business is a business that needs to develop trust, confidence to the public, to our customers, to all the stakeholders that have an interest in the bank. Many a times, events will happen that will affect the smooth operations of the bank. In such incidences, the interested parties, the stakeholders, would like to have some confidence that it will be business as usual if certain events takes place. And that's why business continuity becomes very important for our business. As the world evolves into a lot more risky events, we've heard about the tsunamis of this world, we've heard about robberies, we've heard about fire incidents, and you can think of any calamities that can befall the bank. We need to have a business continuity management plan that works, a plan that helps everybody to believe that even if something happens, the bank will still run.
BCM is owned by the senior management and implemented by everyone in the bank. The BCM office is there to provide professional assistance and coordinate the ownership and implementation of BCM from senior management level to the basic services. As a business unit owner, you need to know the criticality of the day-to-day business processes of your team so as to ensure their recovery in the event of a disaster. But you are not alone. The BCM office, through the Business Relationship Manager, is there to help you achieve a working continuity plan for your team. The office will provide training and tools to make sure that you, as a BUO, and your team are well equipped and able to build a resilient business unit.
What is actually needed for the bank's BCM strategy and policy to be fully implemented is the awareness and commitment of all business units from the senior management level to the entire workforce. So first of all, we as the BCM unit, what we do, for me as a relationship manager, I first engage with business unit owners to make sure that they have a full understanding and vow their commitment towards business continuity in their directorates. The first step they have to do is, first of all, appoint 2 business continuity coordinators, one being primary and the other one being deputy, who will assist in assessing the criticality of business processes in the particular business unit. After the appointment, what we do as the BCM office is to make sure that we train them to the capacity that they will be able to analyze, they will be able to plan and coordinate the particular business continuity plans for the directorate. After training, then we handle them analysis tools upon which they will help them into analyzing the criticality of the business processes, and then afterwards come out with a plan upon which they will engage with us again as the BCM office, so as we will be able to provide and validate the particular plan. So in general, awareness is the very first thing, and commitment, so as we could make one resilient business unit.
As a BCM coordinator at Retail Credit, my duties are to coordinate BCM activities to ensure that recovery plans are in place within Retail Credit. So what I usually do, I make sure that I sit with them. We go through what they normally do on a daily basis. We analyze the business and determine what is critical within their units. And we finalize the BCM plan. And before we submit it to BCM office, we discuss with the head of the Retail Credit, and we make sure we get the approval from him, and then we submit to BCM office for finalization. From BCM office, we usually get the approval because after we analyze the seating arrangement for people who will be relocated to the BCM unit, they will finalize it and make sure that there is appropriate seating and appropriate equipment present whenever there is a recovery, whenever there is a need to move to the BCM site. After we analyze the BCM plan within retail credit, we submit the plan to BCM office for validation and provisioning.
Equipped with the full understanding of the business area, a recovery strategy can now be developed.
As the champion from the BCM, we have to coordinate from the various critical departments and make sure that the business continues. We have 3 components that we need to make sure that it's being done correctly, and we support this. This is criticality matrix, process mapping, and recovery strategy.
A recovery strategy is therefore developed on how to get our business activities up and running within an agreed time frame. When this analysis has been carried out, the business continuity coordinator, with the help of the relationship manager, enter all the information into the business continuity management tool system. Provisions have to be made should our normal place of work be inaccessible due to a major incident or natural disaster. The provisions cover all aspects that are needed for a process to be recovered, from the work area to all necessary working tools such as technology infrastructure, telephony, and battle boxes. In case the normal work area is not accessible, a team would be relocated to either a work area recovery site, the war site, or an alternative site so as to continue its work. NBC has one recovery site located at Kawe, Old Bagamoyo Road. This site has a total of 105 recovery seats and is available 24 hours for the exclusive benefit of recovering NBC's business should the need arise. Also, the bank's branches and buildings serve as alternative sites for other nearby branches and business units. Be sure to familiarize yourself with your designated recovery site through site visitations and testing. Again, all the relevant information for the recovery strategy has to be entered into the BCM tools. After all the relevant recovery information has been entered in the BCM tool system, the system generates a plan which will guide the particular business unit during the resumption of the business activities. This plan is called the Business Resumption Plan, BRP, or the Business Continuity Plan, BCP. As a business unit owner, you will be required to sign off on this plan as an indication that it is accurate and is fit for implementation. The plan is there to guide, but it does not replace business skill or knowledge. Each incident will have its own unique characteristics, which will not be known until the incident occurs.
Once the critical department has got all these 3 components, that is critical matrix, process mapping, and recovery strategy, we have to design a test twice in a year to determine that in a real environment, if we have a disaster, the department can resume operations in a normal way. We're aiming at from 2 to 8 hours that the critical department has to be in operation.
It is very important to know that BCM does not end once the plan is produced and tested, but rather a continuous and ongoing process.
As far as time goes by, for me as a relationship manager, I need to engage with the business continuity coordinators from time to time in order to make sure that their business continuity plans and strategies are up to date and go side to side with the business environment of the particular time. So we actually engage with them on quarterly basis so as to make sure that everything is up to date, signed off, so as there are no surprises when actually an incident hits and then the business continuity plan could not be sufficient for the business recovery of the particular processes.
We usually do BCM plan on quarterly basis to make sure that the plan is up to date and it's according to the latest environment.
As long as we have our business running, we also need to have BCM along to make sure that business recovery is guaranteed at all times.
This is not a new aspect of our business, but it is an aspect that is developing and growing, and the importance is becoming even more important for our business because it is a critical stream that will help us to make sure we provide the confidence that is needed by our stakeholders.
BCM will only work if all of us within the bank are aware of our roles towards ensuring continuity of our business.
NBC is a trusted and respected organization with operation in Tanzania and has got a responsibility to customer and staff that it serves. It is in this sense that it is important that NBC has a robust and a working business continuity management plan. I today stand top before you to urge my colleagues, my fellow staff members, to ensure that you all understand what BCM is all about. You all know your role in BCM, you all know your champion, and each one of us has got a role to play in ensuring our BCM works.
It is important that you are in touch with the following: the criticality of your business activities, the critical staff members who recover your activities, your business unit's latest most accurate resumption plan, the latest up-to-date emergency contact details of all employees in your business unit, progress on the testing of your resumption plan, identifying the gaps and developing solutions, and up-to-date with the latest BCM policy, minimum standard and relevant framework. All basic and necessary information is available on the NBC intranet through the link Also to guide you during an emergency incident or a crisis is the Z-Fold Crisis Management Brochure, which you should have close by at all times.